I thought I would start off the video by walking through that long-ass underground passageway from Finch subway station. Come to think of it, I don't think I ever took that route out here. Look at this, guys. It's the height of rush hour here in North York, Toronto. This is the York Region Transit Bus Terminal. And Go buses also stop here too. Look at all the friggin' D40LFs here. For all you foamers. Oh man, I've always liked these buses, even though I never rode them during my childhood. You can see here, folks, this is what the end of the line looks like. Well, at least the northeastern end of Line 1, Finch Station, opened in 1974, I think. And what the hell, I don't have any other ideas but to make a walking video back again on Yonge Street here at rush hour. And oh yeah, what's up, y'all? Alex here. It's another beautiful sunny day, albeit chilly once again. It's around 0 degrees Celsius. Feels feeling more like -2 or something. I mean, that's kind of why I'm still wearing the freaking jacket and then the toque. Should have brought my Canadian, the one that has the flag on it. But hey, the Maple Leafs won last night, so that's why I'm wearing that. I think it took me around like 35 minutes to get here from my place. I haven't done like a later video in so long, especially around this hour. Right? It's just I think it's just after 5 p.m. Today being Wednesday, March the 26th, 2025. And I thought I would check out all the action here. Now, I know Friday I did a walking video on this same exact streets, but in Aurora, Ontario, which of course it's far from here. All you need to do is just take the Viva Blue bus. And you're going to see them along here in a bit. But again, whatever ideas do I have? Always repeating the same streets over and over again. But I haven't actually walked through this neighborhood in a while, so I think there's a good reason. And especially, you know, that's rush hour. This is one of the city's busiest streets, especially here in North York. And of course, a lot has changed physically. The streetscape, new condos are going up. I was on a freaking crowded subway train up Line 1. Obviously, that's how I got here. I was thinking, should I make a video right now or later? But I am gonna make a ride video in the 98, which starts at like the loop at Yonge and Seals. I think I have about half an hour to try and get up there at least. I may be tempted to go into the neighborhood shopping mall known as Centerpoint. Slated for demolition when? Very, very soon. But its days are numbered. And I'll show you that at the end of the video. Oh man, since I was growing up, so much shit has changed. Now as a kid, I went to Pleasant Public School, which is in the area. None of this really existed. There used to be a plaza here, including an office building, a Bolorama. I had my 10th birthday party here, invited school friends, and then I got invited to others. And then this plaza got demolished in the late 2010s. So, very good memories here. But the reason why they want to build more condos along this stretch is because it's in anticipation for the Yonge North subway extension up to Richmond Hill, Ontario, which is another fast-growing suburb of the GTA. I mean, no surprise. I mean, obviously I agree with extending the subway out there. But of course, you know, everything physically changes. So this is what it's supposed to look like here as we're in the Newtonbrook neighborhood. So again, Newtonbrook holds a special place in my heart. I knew a lot of people around here, a couple family members. Of course, I went to elementary school growing up here. Okay, well, I'm from York. I lived in York my whole life, just not around here. But this is where I pretty much went every day. So originally, I was gonna take like the 953 up to like freaking Steeles, go over to Centerpoint, or at least try to catch a Nova on the 98. Well, luckily there's two, so I'm gonna kill some time. And I'm gonna, because all my videos on the 98 have been on like these friggin' Orion 3Gs. I want to get a Nova this time. Oh, this guy here. Oh yeah, when I was a kid, I knew a couple people that lived in this building. And then this place used to be a nice breakfast place called the Friendly House. Sadly, it was shut down very recently though. Then this place showed up. The Taksim Doner, Mediterranean Cuisine and Grill. And then there's an office building on Drury Avenue, which is on the radar. I'm not gonna do that today though. It's getting kind of late. That's kind of weird because, you know, normally right now I'd be heading home. But, you know, as I said, I haven't done a later video in a while. I want to stay down to at least sunset. So, because, you know, again, the days are longer. It's nice outside. And also this weekend's gonna be pretty shitty anyway. So, a lot of freezing rain. It's not gonna be fun at all. So Drury Avenue on the left, Comer on the right. There's the blue bus. I couldn't tell if it's going to Newmarket or Bernard Terminal, but it still has a very long way to go. So there's some interesting stuff along here, including some strip plazas. In fact, you're gonna see one with a shitload of currency exchanges, or, you know, these little shops that have them. I know Johnny's walked along here many times. He's talked about that. But I'm also thinking, whatever ideas do I have? And also here used to be some car dealership. So it goes to show you everything freaking changes. This guy's going a bit slow here. Again, the Viva is a bus rapid transit system. Of course, part of that will be replaced by the subway extension. They wanted to add a station right around here, but it really makes no sense. Also, Finch Station, which I came out of, it's so freaking huge. There's like about like freaking 11 entrances to get in there. And that was a long passage I took connecting an office building. So again, there's so many entrances and exits. It's a huge complex. We have another plaza here of a Pizza Hut, a Timmy's. I filmed an old Dover elevator in this building. And have our D40LF here and the two Milliken routes. I've been on most of the YRT routes serving the Finch terminal. Here's Patricia Avenue. I want to cross to the other side though. I'll give you a good look at the Centerpoint Mall. I was actually there last week just so I could film that terrible modernization of a Beckhead elevator, because it got a slap-on Dewhurst fixtures. But it does have a very epic motor, and it's original at that. It wasn't really the best take. I'll try it again now at a later hour, so. Actually, no, I'll stay on this side because that's where all the interesting stuff is coming up. I've had my fair share of memories coming here in elementary school. Especially driving through here. We're getting closer and closer to the very northern end of the city. Of course, north of Steeles is York Region, with the cities of Vaughan, on one side and Markham on the other. Although the whole community is called Thornhill. Oh, look, there's a modernized elevator in there. I don't care for that shit. All right. Mostly like Middle Eastern stuff here. Or Arabic. Again, there's this a lot here. Look at all the friggin' exchange. It's probably evident that this neighborhood has a huge like Arab or Middle Eastern population. I know Yahya is one of the populations. Well, he used to live near here, but he moved to like Bayview and Shepherd. But I've already doxed him because he already showed where he lives. Which I don't think is a good idea, but hey, this is a cool as hell neighborhood. Oh yeah, there's more on the left. There's a halal place. And then a supermarket. This neighborhood also has a Korean population too. Especially that suburb here is Willowdale, which is known for having a prominent number of Korean establishments. Look at it, another one. Probably one of the oldest ones too, 602. Man, there's so many D40LFs. But the thing is though, I don't really like going out to the suburbs, heading north at this hour anyway. And then it would take me like 2 hours just for me to get back. That's why I always go to the suburbs in the morning. Gets more time. I get more stuff done, of course. Okay, let me just pause here. I gotta respond to this message. Okay, I got 18 minutes to spare. Catch that bus, but we're kind of nearing the end because I do see a Centerpoint coming up. Oddly enough, when I was at school, it was on and off sunny. There came a bit of flurries, which, you know, again, no surprise given the friggin' weird weather we've been having. Okay. Yep, there's the Hudson's Bay store. Again, Centerpoint has also changed. I remember there used to be a Zellers, then a short-lived Target. In fact, that was the only Target Canada store I've been to. What else was there? I couldn't really remember. Oh, I've been to this funeral home before. Actually, twice, I think. Here comes the traffic. It's not really a long walk, to be honest. I don't know if I'll go up to Steele's though. I'll probably just pop inside the mall and end things off. What do you know? Another friggin' D40LF. Again, there's so many of them out of this at rush hour. That's got a long way to go, of course. And he thought I was getting on. And another, holy shit, right behind. I'm getting all the generations out there for you New Flyer foamers. And all of these streets have a bit of like indigenous or native meaning to it. Athabasca, Otonabee, Madawaska. 577, that's gonna be one of the friggin' oldest buses out there. Listen to that Cummins engine. There's a few Korean spots out there. Well, anyway, this mall is expected to be demolished and replaced by mixed-use developments. So again, its days are numbered. And also the Hudson's Bay store there is obviously going to close as well. Or maybe it's already going to close earlier because of the liquidation sales. And of course, this store is definitely underperforming. That's because it used to be a 2-level store. Oh man, listen to that shit there. Yeah, it used to be a 2-story, and then they downsized it a couple years ago. And on top of that, their elevator is not working. Like so many of them in the rest of the stores, at least some of them I've encountered at. There's Steeles Avenue up ahead. Let me pause here. I'll be right back. Yeah, I don't think I'll go up to Steeles in this video. I mean, we're very close, obviously. Yeah, you see, here's the notice. I want to get rid of this entire shopping mall. Of course, Steeles Avenue is a very, pretty much borders the very, very north end of the city. It's also very busy too, so don't think I'm gonna go there. I don't think this entrance is open. Well, there's signs actually here. So I'm gonna assume that's not open anymore. I went to the Sherwood Gardens location on Monday with Yoshi. And because, you know, it was day one of the liquidation sales and the whole store was so freaking packed. So packed, man. And even some of the inventory was starting to be cleared out. What about for this store? I don't know. I used to make videos walking around these types of stores. It's kind of like an odd thing, but I don't do that. I don't really do that shit anymore. Okay, now we can get inside from here. Or not. Oh, there we go. There's our first store closing sign I've encountered. Yeah, look at this. Look at that, guys. I'm gonna quickly walk through here because I'm gonna get caught. That's happened before, but I gotta grab some pictures of that when I'm down here. Yep. Store closing, nothing held back. Also, I ended the video by accident, but I'm pretty much almost done here. Well, here's my first real look at the liquidation. Yep, tire store. And so it's going to be very sad to see a long-time Canadian company disappear from the market. I think while I'm here, I'm going to use the bathroom if I can find it quickly. Anyway, guys, that's it for this one. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. As always, stay tuned for more videos. Check my hours as well. And elbows up. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, and bye-bye.